Welcome to Your Roommates Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. This is J-Dog here with Eastly and the ladies. What's up, girls? Did I not turn it on? Did I not?
The thing is, that was so good.
Did I not turn it on? Did I not? This again.
Welcome back to my channel.
What's up, penis boys? It's your boy Donald Duck here, spitting quick rhymes. Here's one. Eli has his hands in his palms, but he can't sing the psalms.
Because he's not at church.
Oh my gosh. Are we gonna start now?
All of this is in.
Alright. I'm gonna start it now.
Alright.
And then you guys can go crazy. Just let me give them a little context. And then you can do whatever you want. Okay?
Why is Jake crying?
Crying all night, okay?
Wait. Do your context and then we can say why Jake's crying.
I don't think he can stop.
Man, stop.
Alright. Hey everybody. It's day 2 of not day 2, it's really day 2 and 3.
Day 2.
We skipped yesterday of the podcast, but we'll cover it all today. Jake's tripping on that devil juice.
I was gonna hold it together.
Okay. You haven't yet.
Can I address something to the people?
Yes, address something to the people.
Okay, so every travel episode, I've been drunk. Yes. Do I have a problem? Probably. Ethan, it's okay. Joseph, I'm fine.
Would you like to share with them what your devil juice consists of, Jake?
All right, so it's equal parts.
It's not equal parts. Don't even.
It's not equal parts.
All right, 3 shots of Bentleys. That's embarrassing. 3.
That's not even the
You said 2 earlier.
2. All right, let's say 2.
Two shots of Bentleys.
Before we get to
Which, if you don't know, is the vodka that costs $10 for 2 liters.
It's disgusting.
And then, so you put the 2 shots of Bentleys approximately.
Yes.
And then you pour half of a can of the Natty Light strawberry, which is gross. And then you like.
The Natter Day is good.
No, and then you say fuck it, and you pour too much coffee creamer in.
But it has to be powdered.
Powder.
And then whenever you
Don't
pour it,
forget the water.
and then when you pour it in, you gotta go. Oh fuck. And then you put some water in there and some ice.
Man, gotta stay hydrated, okay?
And then you mix it, and then it's devil.
Did you put the water? Did you say the water?
Yeah,
Yes,
a little bit of water,
A little bit of water.
a little bit of ice.
A little bit of ice. And then you have a wonderful devil juice drink.
It's the devil's juice.
Devil's lettuce.
All right, Mom, if you're listening to this, I'm not
Don't.
sorry. This is your son. This is who you raised. Okay.
Mr.
I'm-
Alpine Buck
You know
over
what?
here.
You know I'm good in all the other and many things. Okay.
Including making devil's juice.
So if I make devil's juice every once in a while, look the other way.
You'll never make that again.
I'm gonna put.
I don't
I don't think you'll ever have
don't-
the ingredients to make it again.
Alright.
What?
Yeah, fuck you guys.
Here's the other thing about devil's juice. You can make it with anything you have lying around. That's the...
You just gotta make it so that whenever you taste it, you feel like your insides.
The
are
only
actually
key ingredient is Bentley's. That's all.
dying.
I think the key ingredient is
Powdered coffee cream.
having a good time.
And Bentley's.
Tell me what's going on, Lizzy.
What's going on? I'm feeling real good right now.
Tell us about Hamilton.
Oh,
Me
fuck.
too, friend.
Guys, we saw Hamilton.
Who?
Oh my god. Fucking Alexander, dude.
Alexander Stephenson.
George Washington was a major
Oh my
like
God.
hit.
Here comes the general.
I'd suck.
Here
Here comes the general.
I'd
I
suck.
should've done
I'd suck for George. Moving on.
You'd suck on St. George.
I'd suck for George. Moving on.
That George. Fuck yeah. I can pull out his name right now.
Okay.
And then, guys, the best part about the whole night, we saw the guy who played Donkey.
Oh,
He was
In
Aaron
Shrek the
Burr!
musical.
all right. I
He
know.
was Aaron Burr,
I
He
sir.
was Aaron motherfucking Burr.
I got it. His name was.
Can you read right now?
Yeah, no, I can. I know his name. What the fuck? Where is it?
I don't think
Probably
you can
like
read.
Here it is. Akron Watson.
Akron Watson. Shout out to that guy.
And he didn't even have it,
In his
listed.
Yeah.
but it's him.
Oh, that'll do, donkey.
Don't let
That'll
him fool
do,
you.
donkey.
He did
That'll
Donkey
do.
That'll do.
on
That'll
Broadway?
do.
On
Yeah.
Broadway.
On
On
Broadway.
Broadway.
On Broadway.
But
dude.
it's not one of his acting credits.
He's not proud of it.
So if you see him in the streets, you might want to ask him about
You
that.
might wanna
Don't
remind
call him Aaron Burr. Call
Mm.
him Donkey.
Donkey. Is
Donk.
that you?
Donk.
Donkey.
Definitely don't use his real name.
Don't use
Which is
Akron.
Akron.
You just call him
Ah.
Aaron Burr.
Or call him Acorn.
Sir.
Aaron Burr, I mean Donkey, I
Akon.
mean Akron.
I mean Akon.
Akon,
So,
Lonely
like,
Island.
What did we do these past 2 days?
All right,
Yesterday.
so
How
I,
did we start the day?
I,
Why are you interviewing Jake? He's supposed to interview you.
Well, this is yesterday, so yesterday we didn't have the coffee.
I drove.
We had yesterday. I woke y'all up, and then we had coffee here in our Airbnb. And then we left.
Coffee.
And where did we go?
We went to the Bean,
Oh yeah.
The beach.
and I flicked it real good.
Oh, we all flipped it.
Flicked
It's a rite of passage.
the
Good luck.
bean.
Yeah.
Good luck.
The
To the
flicked
bean.
the bean.
And then me and Lizzy, throughout the entire day, our feet decided to commit suicide.
I decided to wear heels.
Here's what
Would
happened.
not recommend.
I
Here's what
decided
happened.
to wear some flats.
Here's what happened. We were about to leave. You guys had your shoes on. I said, "Hey, we're gonna walk a lot. Is that the best idea?" I feel like that comment was ignored.
Yeah.
I don't remember
I think
you saying
based,
that comment.
based on this little burst blister on my foot, I'd say.
We walked about 6 miles that day, guys.
Look at my pinky toes.
It's pretty nasty blisters, yeah.
I mean, I wore tennis shoes for a reason. We were walking.
We had to look cute. We were seeing Alexander. We had.
Are you
to
saying that
present
I didn't
ourselves.
look cute even though I wore tennis shoes? I feel insulted.
Our
I
feet
wanted
were
to look
cute.
extra. We bought socks and band-aids.
We did. Shout out to Walgreens
And McDonald's.
and McDonald's.
For giving us refuge.
With the homeless men with the same cat outside.
Yeah, different men, same
I think
cat.
that cat might have been dead.
No, I
It
saw it
wasn't
move.
dead. I saw it breathing.
I don't know.
I saw it breathing.
I saw it stand up once.
I don't know.
It may have been sick or
I
something.
think we might have all seen things, but I think it was dead.
No, I saw it stand up.
There was a cat.
It was a
Orange
kitten.
tabby. You know what we're talking about. He had it on a little leash.
After we went to the Bean and we explored the park,
We went to the Willis Tower.
We were like, you know what sounds like a good idea?
Sears
walking
Tower.
walking by the lake.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
the moment we got
Oh, yeah.
close to the lake, we were like,
Rip.
So cold.
the wind was
But
real bad.
so pretty.
Rip my
But
The
it
hair.
water
was-
is like way blue.
Yeah, it was
Way
very.
blue. So
The water is very pretty.
That's when my hair died.
Yeah.
It's
that's
very
when my
windy and
thought.
cold.
So the entire time, this is
Oh,
Hunter
yeah.
speaking. Hello. The entire time, I was wearing a romper that was like a short, like shorts. So you can say that I was dumb. Go ahead.
I mean, I was dumb for wearing heels, so
Look,
we in this together.
I asked.
But we look good. It's okay,
We
Jake.
did
I
look good.
look, I look good, and I was.
It's all for
comfortable.
Alexander.
Look,
Shout out to Lynn if you're listening.
some of us look
Lynn
good,
wasn't even there.
and
I don't care.
and we're comfortable. So
And then
take that what you may.
after we got cold at the lake, we walked to what? We went in this we found this decent breakfast
Corner Cafe.
cafe place.
It's called Corner Cafe.
It's called Corner Cafe.
It could be wrong. It's,
I thought it was either Corner Cafe or Corner Bakery, something like that.
Corner Bakery
Something
Cafe
like that.
on the corner. And our server's name was William, and he was very nice.
He was so nice. The food was good
Shout outs
too.
to William. I heard him talking to
Eli went
someone. He said
McDonald's
he's
like
working
3
2
times
jobs.
that day.
I heard him talking to somebody. Said he's working 2 jobs, and he said, "Got to get that money" or something like that.
Yeah, he's on the hustle.
Yeah, the hustle.
The hustle.
So good for William.
But that was good. I had a piece of cinnamon cream cake that I enjoyed.
I had a
Oh, that place was.
I had an
beautiful. It
egg
was-
cheese and pesto
We
sandwich.
could see the. I remember
It's
we
good.
could see the Trump Tower from the outside of it, and I was like, "Hey, fuck you, Trump!" And then we went in and had some. It's like a Italian bread cove. If that makes any sense.
We can wait. What?
With like better prices. It was. It was like an Italian bread cove.
Oh,
You get what I'm saying?
sure. They had more pasta options. I
Yes,
guess.
exactly. That's what I mean.
But they didn't have like red sauce.
I know, but it's like more Italian than bread cove. With
Hey.
strangely better prices.
Fucking Italiano. It was pretty similar to Panera
Yeah.
prices.
And it was super cute.
It's pretty good.
Would recommend.
It's a good spot. Eli got McDonald's.
Where did we go from there? Did we go to the tower?
Yeah, we went to the tower.
The Willis
Sears Tower.
Bruce Willis's special tower.
The best catalog in the biz. Sears.
Tower. Yeah,
Tower.
we came at the right time too.
We did. We got there right before the line.
And we
went
saw
crazy.
Obama.
And
You
Oprah.
took a picture of me with Obama.
And Michael
I did.
Jordan.
I don't have that.
Famous Chicagoans. Actually, Oprah's not from
You don't have
Chicago.
that?
Why
Do you
is
have
she even
anything
there?
there?
She's from
No, you
Illinois,
didn't
I
say-
guess.
you
Well,
didn't
her
take a
show
picture
was
of me with
is
Obama.
was filmed
Yeah,
in
I did.
Chicago.
Oh, I guess
The
that.
Oprah
I
Winfrey
remember
show
'cause
was
Big
filmed in
Laugh
Chicago.
reacted to it.
But we went up, and it was pretty freaking awesome. Hunter's never even been up somewhere that high, right? So why don't you tell us about that? We've all been to like the arch and stuff, but
I am.
Hunter hasn't even.
Arch
been
is like half as tall.
Yeah, so that was the tallest building, for sure that I'd ever been to. It's like one of the tallest in the country.
And
It's
then
the
northern-
tallest
it's
in the country.
Northern Hemisphere or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Second tallest in the northern hemisphere.
Yeah.
That's what it
But
said.
so there's these like little sky deck things.
No,
which
that's what
are
it said.
see-through, and you can walk on them, and it like you can see all the way down. And literally, I put one foot on it, and I was like,
Your brain definitely says like, don't do that. You're stupid.
yeah, your brain's like, you're gonna die, you crazy motherfucker.
Or if you're me, my brain's like, yeah, let's fucking go.
It's weird
But-
'cause
All in, baby.
I'm pretty sure my stomach fell out of my butthole. To take pictures, I literally had to like crawl over to where we were sitting. Like I couldn't even walk over because I was so scared. But it was neat. From what I understand, having never been up in the arch, I had half expected the building to like sway because I hear the arch has like a pretty big sway. So I was pretty surprised that I didn't feel it.
Can't feel
at
it
all.
though.
I never feel that, but I've always heard you feel it whenever you go up, but I never felt
In the
it.
arch?
So yeah.
I don't
Yeah, I've never felt it. But the arch is only like 650 feet. The
This
Willis,
was like
the Sears
1,000.
Tower is like twice as tall.
Yeah.
It's like
1,300.
1,300.
It's really freaking tall, and the elevator goes really fast.
I
Yeah.
think I saw in there that they
It
had
said
like 100.
26 feet per second,
26 or 24 or something. It was in the 20s.
mid 20s.
After the Willis Tower, we went to where did we go to?
Where do we go, Lizzy?
Well, that's when we went to Walgreens, and then
Yeah, because our feet
McDonald's.
hurt, and then we went to McDonald's to like seek refuge and
We sat in McDonald's for so
tend to
long.
our wounds and put on band-aids over our blisters. And they ordered smoothies and coffees because we were all tired, and we kind of waited to go to our dinner reservation. Then Jake and I got the same thing and had like mushrooms in it, and it was some good shit. The risotto, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we ended up going to a place called the Mark, which Jake
With
found.
a Q-U-E? Like Mark.
M-A-R-Q.
Oh, cute. It's real fancy.
It's
Yeah.
pretty
Power
nice.
kept kind of like, the lights kept flickering in there, but it was cool.
Because it was by the theater.
Yeah.
So I picked it.
It was nice though. It was I had this freaking it was a fried chicken sandwich with this like spicy sweet glaze on it, and it was
It was good.
really
It had
good.
a little Chicago flag in it, so
Yeah.
it was cute.
And you had, what did you get?
I had
It's
salmon.
the vegan.
No, that's right. I had a vegan barbecue sandwich, and it was good. It was good. I
But
liked
for
it.
the record, she's not vegan.
No, I'm
just
not
got the
vegan
sandwich.
because
Just
for an
adventurous.
appetizer I ordered salmon
Ceviche.
ceviche. That shit was popping.
That was pretty good.
Hmm.
And then when I got up to go take a poop,
Which took like 30
Pretty sure
minutes.
the waitress
hey,
was like,
I had to make a phone
did
call.
this guy
The
dine and dash?
She was definitely looking over, and then we're
She's
just like,
like,
he's
"Oh."
pooping.
No, I should have said I was taking a phone
We
call.
didn't say you were pooping.
You were multitasking.
I definitely gave her the eye, like, He's making boom boom, girl.
You start calling it boom boom, Jake.
When I was a baby, man. You seen it? Have you seen my baby pictures?
No.
Cutest baby in the game. Making
I've heard you say that before, though.
making boom boom.
All day?
No, I was the cutest baby of all time.
Pretty sure I was the cutest baby.
Mine was the cutest baby of all time.
I had curly hair.
I didn't grow my hair in until I was 2.
I had curly hair. I was the cutest baby in the game.
I was.
All day?
All day.
Every
Making
day?
boom boom.
Boom boom.
What did you look like as a baby? Because we've all defended ourselves as being the cutest baby
I
ever.
don't know. I honestly don't know. I have brown
I've
eyes.
seen your baby pictures. They're very cute.
Okay.
Your sister was very excited to show me all those photo albums.
Well,
You know, our generation needs to make sure we make photo albums.
True.
Yeah, that's true, man.
We gotta make the extra effort.
I never print off photos, if I'm being completely honest.
why do we need photo albums?
Because
Just to have prosperity, man.
I think we should have them.
Yeah.
Do you look at photo albums a lot?
With my family, of course. We have a lot of photos.
It's like something solid. It's
Not
always
even a
there.
photo album, but we have like boxes of photos. You know?
Whereas if
Sheffield?
you have something on your phone, it can be like wiped out in an instant. Like
Yeah,
this
every
phone.
picture I've taken on my any other phone
Well,
I
that's
have,
why you
it's just
gotta-
gone. It's just gone. No, I've even moved it over, but then it's gone.
No, not move them over. That you get a disc or a
A flash drive?
flash drive and
People
you put
don't
everything
like
on
do
there.
that though. People don't think to do it.
Yeah.
People think even less to have photo albums.
And it's
so.
actually it's so cheap to print off digital photos.
Yeah.
It's really cheap.
It was like, I think 29 cents a photo or something.
It's
Speaking
really cheap.
of, Eli, we never got our wolf pictures.
Oh my god.
They're gone.
Yeah, they gotta be gone. They're like, oh, these people aren't coming. They fucking throw them away.
Probably. That's
I have a couple disposable cameras. Those are expensive to get processed though.
Yeah, that's what ours were.
Yeah.
I think. Did
They
you
were
pay it
expensive to
too?
buy,
Didn't you?
too, Yes.
Damn.
You got wrecked.
I wanted pictures with the wolves. I know there's a good picture of me with an Arctic wolf, like an adult one, on there.
And I have a disposable camera in my bag we didn't even use. It has
We
like
can
12 pictures left-ish. But I don't want to... I'll just leave it in the bag. I don't want to see the photos that I took.
Did you bring a bag, or were you like Eli and bring a whole fucking sack?
No, I brought my
Hey,
backpack.
the sack strat is a legit strat. I will tell you.
I appreciate it because I can put
world-
some of my stuff in.
World travelers, just buy a sack.
Do you take the
75% of the time you just have laundry in there. And that's it.
do you take the sack on airplanes?
No.
No,
It's
no.
not.
I'm not an animal, okay? Car trips though, sack. Don't go back.
It's like a mesh sack, too.
Sack.
Sack, don't go back.
Sack till I
It's kinda
die.
risky. When I am carrying it and stuff, it feels like it's gonna give out.
That's not. That's a solid sack.
Alright.
My name is
That's a laundry sack
Sack, man.
for like dirty clothes, so it's not gonna give out.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
It's my special sack, okay?
So we went to see Hamilton, right?
Yeah, after we got
Hamilton.
An American musical.
after we got dinner at Mark, went and saw Hamilton the musical.
How could
At what theater?
Eli, Steeli, motherfucking
CIBC.
Mila,
CIBC
Quebec.
Theater. Jake, if you're gonna be gone,
What?
you gotta be quiet.
Quebec Theater. I'm here.
What did he say? Did he say chemically?
I don't know. This is the problem.
This is the Jake show now.
No.
What are you asking me?
I said if you're gonna be gone, you gotta be gone.
I'm not gone. I'm here.
You were just mumbling in your hand.
How could Eli, Brela, motherfucking Steeli? Alright, I'm gonna bring it back because you're out of control. We went to see Hamilton at the CIBC Theater in Chicago,
And
Illinois on March 29th, 2019. We walked in the theater a good 20 minutes early after having a nice dinner at The Mark, which was a delicious
Was it only 20
restaurant.
minutes early?
No, we were.
We got there before the doors opened.
We got there 50 minutes early.
We got there like an hour early.
Is 50 and an hour really that different?
Yes.
an extra 10 minutes of
Yeah,
standing.
Jake. Come on, give the
No, I
people
think it might have been
accurate
less
facts.
because we went to the Willis Tower and we were like, hey, let's see if we can go to the sky deck, and then it was like, oh, we got an hour and a half wait, and we were like, fuck that.
I think it was 50 minutes.
Did you hear the people complaining in front of us? They're all like, oh my god, that took so long, we didn't even get that much up there, oh my god.
Yeah,
Like, everyone was
because
saying
we were gonna try to go to the Willis Tower and see the sunset after 6, because we got 2 passes with our city pass. But it was an hour and a half wait, like Liz said, and decided to just go to the theater a little bit early. 50 minutes, I'll give it to you, Jake. 50 minutes early. Then we saw Hamilton. That was cool. I liked it.
Amazing.
It's my first musical I've ever seen, so.
What a way to start.
People call that privilege, son.
Okay, I guess.
Can we give a shout out to this Washington dude, though? Oh my god.
What was Mr. Washington's name?
George.
Tamar Green.
Tamar
Green,
Green.
you are fantastic. You gave me fucking chills.
Killed it tomorrow.
Also, Jake, Lizzie, and I all cried collectively at least 9 times.
And
Wait.
as previously
Wait, at
established,
Hamilton?
Yeah, when Philip died,
How many times did you cry?
I cried like 3.
I cried 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, that sounds.
Okay, and as previously
Yeah, no, I'll
established,
say 3. It was only 3.
as
3
previously
times.
established,
Totally only 3 times.
I'm a robot, so I didn't cry.
It's totally only 3 times.
But it's okay, Jake. They all know you're sensitive. We've sold it multiple times.
It's not being sensitive.
So,
It's being secure with my emotions.
Elijah,
What's up, love?
so that was your first musical, right?
Yes,
How'd you feel about it?
it's pretty cool. I liked it, but it's like, isn't that one's like different than most musicals, right?
It is, yeah.
Sort of, but
hip-hoppy.
sort of, but no.
Well,
It's
I'm
still.
I'm a big fan of rap and lyricism, so
The use of the rotating stage is very interesting.
I would say that a lot of musicals still have as impressive lyricism and as impressive choreography.
It's just
Choreo-
more modern, and it is depicted in such a way that it just appeals to most people,
It's a different style.
especially.
I don't know
people
if
in our
any
generation.
play, because I've watched musicals. I haven't seen any play that has as impressive lyricism as that.
All right, then we gotta watch some.
Most of it is like the music. The music is most of it.
Well, I'm talking about the lyrics.
I know, but like usually you'll have a little bit of spoken word, like some dialogue goes on.
Yeah.
Not really in Hamilton. Most of it's just the music. and
Some
that's
musicals
it.
are like that though.
Hamilton's the only one that I've like experienced.
You should watch the last 5 years.
What's that one?
That one's definitely slower than Hamilton. It's definitely for people who like musicals. There's like no spoken word in it whatsoever. And it's really interesting. And it follows this couple, and it's from 2 different perspectives that happen like almost simultaneously. It's like every other song flips perspective. And it's from the beginning of the relationship, like one perspective starts until the end, and the other one starts at the end of the relationship and works backwards.
Damn.
So they're together for 5 years, they get married, and then they eventually get a divorce. So you watch them from one perspective fall in love and then get married and then get a divorce. From the other one, you see where they're already broken up, and then you see them falling back into love, and then whenever they first meet. And it's a really interesting way to tell the story.
Yeah, it sounds like like you said, interesting way to tell a story. That's cool. Is it a movie? Is it a movie or is it only play?
It's both. The movie used to be on Netflix. It stars Anna Kendrick, so you know it's good. But it's not on there anymore, so they'll probably have to bootleg it low-key.
Well, now we're gonna get raided by the police.
Buy it legally.
True.
We don't endorse bootlegging.
Support
But we don't. But we do. But we don't.
Locker.
support artists. Except for music should be free. If you're charging for music, you're a scumbag. It's 2019.
Taylor Swift not having her music on Spotify.
Yeah.
Fucking
And Jay-Z.
assholes.
And Beyonce. Beyonce has some of her music.
Beyonce has done nothing wrong. Ever.
She hasn't put Lemonade
Ever. done anything
On
wrong.
Spotify.
She's never done anything wrong.
You
Jake,
can't call
I'm,
Taylor Swift and Jay-Z out and not call Beyonce out.
She is
Jake,
queen.
I'm sensing if you're gonna sit here on my, I feel like you're being a little bit of a hypocrite right now.
Okay, so here's the thing, right?
Yes.
You have an egg, and you have an omelet. You would say they're similar.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want an egg or an omelet? What do you want? Do you want an egg or an omelet?
An egg.
You want an egg?
I want an egg.
You want an egg?
I want
Yeah,
an egg.
because you can make the egg.
Everybody
whatever
wants
you
an
want
egg.
it to
Why
be.
do you want the egg?
Because you can
You
make
can
the
make
egg
it
and
whatever
then
you
lots
want.
of stuff.
Because the egg has diversity.
Yes.
The egg
So
can do
omelets.
many things. But what has more? The egg.
Okay.
The egg is.
Okay, we're with you.
we
Egg has more
established-
options.
The egg provides more
Are you saying
opportunity.
Beyonce is the egg?
No. This is a 35-step plan. I will cut down 34 of them, but essentially, Beyonce is the egg.
Compared to
She
who's the
can do
omelet?
anything,
Okay.
and the omelet
Is everybody else?
is society. Okay? They tell her, you have to be this, egg. You must be omelet.
I don't feel like this is a great metaphor.
And the egg
I'm
says,
sorry.
fuck you, I'm an egg, motherfucker. Suck
He's
my
gonna
dick,
have so much fun editing.
motherfucker. So that's essentially Beyonce. She's done nothing wrong.
Leave a note. Leave a little message for editing, Jake.
I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you it's gonna be easy, but I know it's not. I wish I could tell you everything's gonna be okay, but I know it's not. Just think about what happened. Think about when you saw Alan, your father.
Think about.
Close your eyes.
Think about the devil's juice.
Think about when he was singing "Bell" to you, dude.
It wasn't just to you.
It was to me.
I feel good
You're
now.
missing fat mate.
I feel good now. I feel
Okay.
good.
Okay. So Hamilton was really cool. What you've seen it twice.
Mm-hmm.
This is our first time. Lizzy knows like all.
Well,
of
I
those
mean,
people.
seeing it live, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant, Jake.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Lizzy was very excited.
Formally apologize.
What was your favorite part?
Eli, we need to take time out for this.
Yeah, you get a timeout. 5 minutes. What was your favorite part?
Oh man. Washington.
Other than George Washington.
Other than
Because he was a sexy man and he did his part well.
Oh man. Probably Burn. I really liked Burn.
Burn?
Yeah, the part where she figured out, like, oh my god, he cheated on me, and she's burning all of his love letters to get revenge on him.
Oh, that's the
because-
song?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were saying Burr.
I thought you were saying
Burr.
bird, but we're adding an N for some
no,
reason.
the donkey's pretty great too, though.
I liked the king.
Yeah.
The
he
king
was cool.
shooped. He shooped hard.
But I do agree with Eli's statement earlier. Like, the more I was thinking about it, he was a bit too silly. You know, because there's such there's a really funny contrast in itself with just having a very super serious dude, super regal and refined, and he's just like, this is funny.
Yeah.
You know, there's like a lot of comedy in that, and he was kind of too silly.
It was very silly. But I
But
mean,
he was still a great King George.
Yeah, he was good.
He did all the songs fantastically and all that.
Yeah.
But, because those aren't, none of them are easy roles.
So after sleeping on it, which one did you like better, your first or second time singing it?
Probably the second time, because it definitely like has stuck out more to me than the first one did. But like,
Mhm.
yeah, so I'd definitely have to say the second one. I liked the Alexander Hamilton, the person who played it, better, and George Washington better. So those are two pretty critical parts in like making the
Absolutely.
play. So
My
So-
asthmatic ass would run out of breath so hard doing Hamilton.
So is that that's what stood out to you as being different and better?
yeah,
It's
definitely.
like the choreography pretty similar, or
they're both companies. They have to run tight ships. So like trying to like nail it down to like, oh well, they didn't deliver their lines quite right, or like their choreography wasn't as good. It doesn't really apply because they're like Broadway level. Like this is what they get paid for, so they better be like A game.
It's
Yeah, I
designed
get
to
you.
be extremely fluid. Like
Yeah, I get
it's
that.
not as many people as you think.
I was talking like so, but they had different choreography. So like, was like one designed better? Like I'm not saying like missing things, just as like
It's
a
so
complete.
new. There's only really one design for it right now. It
So
hasn't
it
been
was, like, the
revamped
same?
whatsoever.
Yeah,
for the most
so
part.
yeah, so it's really like my personal preference. Like this Alexander Hamilton like was had a better personality and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Okay, that's cool.
He
It was.
also looked like. The more I looked at him, I was like, he does kind of look like Lynn. You know, like with the facial hair and stuff.
Wait, what? Who?
Lynn,
Who's
the original Hamilton.
Yeah, sorry, don't know.
There was a picture of him up tonight.
Yeah. And I was like, woo! Because I'm like, yeah,
Oh.
I said, I love you, Lynn.
it's their
This is the
boy.
guy we were watching last night.
Oh. I got.
Oh yeah, the drunk guy telling Hamilton history.
Oh.
That was Lynn.
Okay. Okay.
He's a babe.
I had no idea.
It's a really cool dude.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Jake. Thanks. You know what? I like you on timeout. It's good.
Just trying to help the program.
Jake.
Are you looking at Lynn? I love him. I want to look at him with you.
No, he's mine.
He's so
Alright.
cute.
So
I
after
love him.
we did that, we came back here, watched some drunk history, and then passed out, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we did.
And
quick.
then the next day, well, pretty quick for you guys. Me and Jake are not humans.
I have to pee and then get more water.
Okay. The next day, so this morning, really, we found a nice coffee place. It's called, what was it called? Little Branch.
Tree.
Little Branch, I think. It's called Little Branch. Hey,
I'm on timeout.
I need your help now. You're out of timeout. Little Branch?
I think it was Little Branch.
I think it was Little Branch Coffee Cafe. Or cafe.
Little Branch Cafe.
Little Branch Cafe. It's in a nice neighborhood.
There were dogs everywhere.
There were so many dogs. They were being walked.
Fluffers.
Very cute. You're back in timeout, Jake. I'm joking. Come on, Jake. Share what.
What's up?
Come in.
I'm in.
Talk about our coffee shop.
I got pancakes.
Were they good?
Not good enough.
Uh,
They were good, but I wish I would have got something else because pancakes are, they're pancakes.
I had a red velvet waffle, and so did Elizabeth. It was amazing.
What did you call me?
Elizabeth.
That's not my name.
Eliza.
Eliza.
And Peggy.
The Skylar sisters.
Angelica.
But the coffee there was really good.
Yeah, I had a hazelnut macchiato and I literally drank it and I was like, holy shit, it feels like you're sitting by a fireplace and there's Christmas music playing
Yeah.
and Lady Gaga is serenading you with some good old Christmas tunes.
Whoa. I thought I had black coffee. I thought it was pretty good. It had notes of sour, which I like in my black coffee, and it still was rounded nicely. It wasn't the greatest cup of coffee I had, but it was definitely better than normal coffee.
Yeah, it was solid. I was telling Jake, I was like, this is the place that I want to be, like, type of place that I want to be, like,
A regular spot for you.
yeah, like around where I would live, where I'd go.
Yeah,
On a lot of mornings.
There were a lot of like little cute apartments around, and people were walking their dogs.
It's definitely a nice place.
And it's cute. It's in a residence type place, and there's a laundromat right next to it. It's super cute. Very conveniently located.
Yeah.
And they had those honey covered, what type of nuts were they?
Pecans.
Pecans.
Yeah, they were pecans.
That were on top of the
They were good, man.
waffles that were really good.
No straight candy. It was good.
I'm gonna say this one time. I love nuts. All kinds.
Why are you
Shit.
looking at Eli?
I like. Make sure he understands. Make sure he
I
understands.
think you need to make sure Ethan understands.
Make sure, Joseph. Do you understand what kind of nuts I like? boy, Ethan, my nuts. Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you get, Hunter?
I got it's called an Alaskan omelet, but it had like salmon and spinach in there. It was a straight nut. It was so good.
Doubling down on the salmon. I like it.
Doubling down on the nut.
Yes, Jake.
Am I in timeout again?
Yes, Jake.
Cool. Fucking love timeout.
Then you're out of fucking timeout, Jake.
Alright, I'm back in.
Tag me in, coach.
Alright, after that, that was a wonderful breakfast. I
Oh, wait,
think
we're
we
on
would all-
today now?
Yeah. Literally, we just...
No, I got you. No,
Jake, no matter how much you piss me off, I'm not sending you back to fucking timeout, you fucking asshole.
Can you tell that I'm that I'm trying to get in timeout?
Yes.
It's literally been 30 seconds, and you can tell that you're trying to get this.
Fuck. I went to the Shed Aquarium,
Yeah.
and there was children of
That is so busy. But we have to skip a long line.
facts.
Hell yeah, we were like, we're gonna have to stay in this line for like 2 hours. And then we saw the little thing that said city. No, the lady told us that
Yeah,
we had
she's
city
like, you
pass.
got a city pass, and we were like,
Yeah?
Yeah.
And she was like, go, skip ahead of the line. And we were like, and like it was like the gates of heaven opened up, and we walked in, and all I
Sure.
smelled was salt water and fish poop.
But the Shed Aquarium was really cool. It was super busy. It was very hot.
I got hit by many strollers.
I never got hit with a stroller.
You're lucky. It hurts.
Jake, what'd you think of the Shed Aquarium?
Oh my god. I thought it was great. I thought they did a very good job. It's very modernized.
I like how it split up.
Yeah.
The different wings.
It's great. It's literally like it's amazing. I'll leave it at that. It's
really cool.
fucking amazing.
What's your favorite animal there?
The balloon fish.
He's your boy.
He's my
she was just
friend.
tooting along.
Jake wants to buy a balloon fish when he
He's-
grows up.
Someday when I get a 401k. You know what? I don't want to ever get a 401k. If I get a 401k, can you tell me to fucking
I'll let you know what's up, Jake.
get a Glock and just end it?
What was your favorite part, Liz?
About what?
Shed Aquarium.
Well, I saw the otter for 2 seconds before he fucking disappeared, so that was cool.
He Houdini'd his little ass out.
He did. I saw him. He did a little flip.
That
and
was
it
a
was
very-
real cute. And I was like, oh, okay, he'll stay put, right? No, wrong. We got closer to the tank and he legit disappeared.
It's true. That was a very disappointing moment. We were all looking forward to
At
seeing the
least-
sea otter.
At least you got to see him do a flip. You know what I saw?
Little foot.
A foot. I saw an otter foot, and then he was gone.
big though. Like I've seen river otters, and I expected something kind of in that caliber, but he was real big.
I knew he was gonna be big.
Boy.
What was your favorite animal, Hunter?
See that?
Or fish?
What the fuck did he look?
Lynn.
Listen, I saw beluga whales. Oh, I love
They were
them.
playing with their little food.
They kept. Listen, I just love whales, and like one of my like life bucket list things to do is to go to Seattle and like orca watch. So this was like, it was good. It was a good time.
Beluga whales are cool.
Also, the enclosures that they had for the dolphins and the beluga whales were some of the deepest that I have ever seen. Like the dolphins, like their enclosure compared to how big they were was so big, and I was
That's
so
pretty big.
impressed.
If they swam to the other end of it, you wouldn't be able to see them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's how far
That's
away it
pretty big.
was.
I think my favorite part was probably beluga whales also, just because those are one of the few, like one of the animals I haven't
I've
seen
never
before
seen
there.
them before. They don't have this
Yeah.
at SeaWorld. They
And
don't
they're-
have those types of dolphins either.
Yeah, there was one that was playing with their food, as they said, and he would like he'd like spit it like 4 fish out of his mouth and then suck them back in,
To
and then
taunt
spit
the
them
others.
out and then suck them back in.
But at first I thought it was just one because he was just like spitting one out and then sucking it back in, and then out of nowhere, boom, more.
4. There were
Yeah.
a lot of them.
It's pretty cool. Shed Aquarium's definitely.
One thing I wish they would have had, you know how it's like broken up with different sections
Yeah.
based on like location. If they could have had like one museum educator at each spot,
Yeah.
that would have made me a lot.
It was
Yeah.
so.
Would've made me
crowded,
happy.
too. It was like
Just
Disney
one
World
person.
if it was an aquarium.
Just
There
one
were
worker.
so many people.
I don't know that they. I don't know that. It was so busy. It was like crazy busy today.
It was.
Couldn't move without like getting in someone's way or someone getting in your way.
Kids touching you.
Oh my god, little kids screaming.
I swear to God, if I get the measles because of some little unvaccinated little brat, I'm gonna be so upset.
Dude, I have this. Okay, if you're vaccinated, you can't get measles, right?
No, the virus can mutate because of people who don't have measles, and then you can.
That's why.
God damn it, we're all going to hell.
You see why it's
Yeah, but that's not
important?
related.
And like babies and really old people and immunocompromised
We're all going
people
to hell
can't
quick.
get vaccinated, so like.
Oh, yeah.
Also, no vaccine is 100% effective.
What were you saying, Liz? Okay, no vaccine's 100% effective. That sucks.
Herd immunity is important because really small children and babies, plus old people, plus immunocompromised people, which can, that's a plethora of different diseases and illnesses and conditions. People that have those things that fit that criteria, they need herd immunity, because if we don't have that, they get diseases easier and they die. Which is why unvaccinating people is super selfish and wrong in every way.
And that's why we hired nurses to come on the podcast to tell you
Hired? Am I getting paid?
Wait, where's
I
our
was
money?
not. I was not.
Commission?
Because you let me finish my fucking sentence.
You buying me breakfast tomorrow, B?
You let me finish my sentence, please.
Sure.
Well, it's too late now. It's fucking over. We're gonna move on.
Wait, am I getting paid?
No, fuck you, Jake.
It's changing.
How often does he change the
one.
picture of Lynn?
Am I getting paid?
No, you're not getting paid.
How much
Are
am
we
I
getting
getting paid?
This is a good one. Keep it at this.
Okay. Alright, what we do after the Shed Aquarium?
Field.
We saw
Field
Sue
trip?
the T-Rex.
We went on a field trip to the Field
Sue's
Museum.
my boo.
Ooh, GQ.
Who loves dinosaurs in this room?
You got the socks.
Jesus, he's in every room. Wait, no, Jesus doesn't like dinosaurs because that conflicts with his cool book. Oh, God.
his cool book.
Is this Lynn? Who is this?
It's him on GQ. Leave it alone, okay? This is my thing. This is not a youth thing.
Okay, so we went to the Field
This is a
Museum.
me thing.
We had to speed run it a little bit.
Oh,
we were running short on time.
I'm sorry.
You see, you rocked it. Oh, my God.
We were running short on time. We went to the Field Museum, and this nice lady at the front desk told us exactly what we needed to do to get our money in.
For the 2
Our money's
hours we
worth?
were there.
Yeah, like 2 hours.
Hour
over there.
45, closer, probably.
So first we went and we did the underground exhibit.
That was cool. That was
That's
actually,
pretty cool.
that was really well designed.
It was.
Liked that.
It was nice. There's some giant bugs and stuff. And then after
Yeah.
that,
Again, I wish there was more workers down there.
Shout out to the lady that marked everything that we should go to, because if she didn't do that, we would have been completely lost and helpless.
yes,
We wouldn't have been able to see as much cool
it's
stuff.
definitely
as we
very
did.
helpful. And
She also showed
then,
us where Sue was.
Right.
and then after that, we went and we did the mummy exhibit.
Lots of mummies.
It was the kind of mummies where you couldn't take pictures of them whatsoever. It made me feel like, holy shit, like this is.
They even had sad music.
Jake came out bawling. He was scared.
There was one
Was
where
it-
it was like
Mm.
it
Were you
wasn't.
crying?
Oh.
And the mummies? No.
No.
Would I cry at the mummies?
I almost cried at the mummies. It was sad.
It was
There was this one mummy who was buried. It was like they estimated that she was in her 20s and she was buried with her 2 children, and it was just like they obviously don't know how they died. But it's
And
like,
they didn't
Yeah, they were
even
just in
have,
a sack.
a sarcophagus or anything. It was literally just a bundle of bones.
A sack. The sack strap.
Elijah, this is not the time.
It works.
That's called a tie-in, ladies and gentlemen.
Themes, baby.
ladies. Also, they used to be so small because of malnutrition. Like there was these. They estimated to be 12-year-old kids.
It was 10 and 11, and it said on the thing that you would think that they're 5 because they're so tiny, but that's just how small the children were
Yup.
back then. They had better
Yeah.
health
They
care,
were
better
all
nutrition.
midgets.
so we're
Well,
bigger.
I told Hunter this while we were there too, but like a 12-year-old girl, that's how old you would be when you got married then. And they were that size.
Yeah, the two
So-
that were
Crazy.
buried together. Well,
So think about that.
Think about
Basically, a 5-year-old in today's day is getting married. I mean, it's not even really married. It's like
dropping that knowledge.
forced into whatever the fuck that shit was.
And then so after
That's why I cried.
Oh yeah.
Moving on.
All right, Jake.
We get to more crying later.
After
I don't
after
cry.
the mummy exhibit, where we go next?
The
Photography.
yeah.
Photography,
Was it
which I think was my favorite. What?
Was it?
Yeah, it
wasn't
was.
for
Mhm. Yeah, because China
Oh, it
was
was.
right before Sue.
Yeah, so we went to the photography exhibit. That was my favorite exhibit
It was nice.
at the Field Museum.
Very
think
well.
There was
Like,
that one picture of the nurse sharks having sex.
oh yeah.
I didn't see that one, and I'm
Fucking
pissed.
beautiful.
It's crazy because
No.
everyone talks about how like.
Beautiful.
Nope, not beautiful. It's the rape. It's raping
Oh,
her.
Beautiful.
Listen. So everyone talks about nurse sharks and how like gentle they are. Well, they don't fuck any kind of gentle. Let
They're
me tell you.
Definitely
Shit.
don't.
Beautiful.
The male bites the female's pectoral fin
Right.
and flips the bitch over.
Yep.
And that's how they do it. They thrash in the water until they're done.
I don't kink shame. It was beautiful.
I mean, that's how they do it.
It's how we do it.
The guy, it said in the thing that he literally got woken up because they were so loud, thrashing in the water. and
Been there,
shit.
done that.
Our fucking upstairs people,
That's a good one.
the people upstairs were having sex during our last podcast, right?
I was there.
And it lasted 30 seconds, if that.
Yeah. It was,
I think my favorite, like,
It's a
not
new
necessarily my favorite,
record.
but definitely a photo that resonated with me the most was the, like, little capuchin monkey with, like, the mask on.
Oh yeah.
That was, like, a street performer.
That was
did
a
you
good
see
one.
the
That was
bears?
sad.
The like one where the
Yeah.
chain was hooked up to the nose of the bear.
Yeah.
That would teach them to be in the circus or something
Yeah.
like that.
I really like the one with the lion peeking out of the grass, looking, drinking the water. I like that one a lot. Oh man, there's a
There were
couple
some
really
lands-
good jaguar ones.
There was a couple landscape
There's
ones
the-
that were so
Yeah.
beautiful.
The one with the lava.
Did you see
Yeah,
the
I saw that
spider
one.
one where there's like a bunch of bugs trapped in the spider web, but they were all like the same color and it was just really trippy looking. It was very
Yeah,
cool.
that one was good. I think. There's the one with the jaguar who was
He
literally
was just cute. He was like, hey.
killing. The jaguar was killing the crocodile.
Yeah,
That one
yeah.
was
oh,
cool.
yeah.
That was cool.
There's
Sometimes
another.
I want to know. I want to get like that quality of camera. Like that's just it's stunning.
It is stunning.
A lot of work going on.
I like-
And were you checking the ages of some of the photographers?
Yeah, the whole first section was young photographers, and it was 18 and younger.
There was a couple there that were like 10-year-olds, and these pictures
Yeah.
were gorgeous.
Yeah, they were really good.
I like
Well, they
I like
also
how
have
that
good
exhibit
quality
was set up.
camera.
It was set up really
They
well.
they
It
did
had
a
this
good
nice,
job.
like calming music going on.
Mhm.
And it's
I
real
like
nice.
that. I
That's
feel
my
like
favorite
it's
one.
like a
That was nice.
psychologically kind of just makes you respect things more. I
They,
feel like that's what they had going on in the Egyptian exhibit, especially.
yeah, that's true. I feel like they use the space because those are temporary exhibits. I feel like they don't have very much space for those, and they used it very well.
Yeah. So after that one, we went to the Chinese exhibits, which we pretty much just
Z-
lived through.
We zoomed that.
There were a couple of cool things. In
There's
there.
some cool stuff, but we've seen a lot of
We
stuff like
you could
it.
also like directly link into the dinosaur stuff. And we saw dinosaur bones. And we were like, whoa.
Yeah.
See ya, bitch.
Yeah,
We seen a lot of the stuff that was like just like that at the art museum. The
Oh,
other day.
Chicago and St. Louis.
Chicago and St. Louis, they both have a lot of stuff like that.
Just
So-
ancient Chinese stuff.
And I took pictures of stuff I thought was like really cool. So
Yeah.
just kind of zoomed.
So we zoomed through that, and we went to the dinosaur part, which was really cool also.
Dino magic.
As said before, we got to see Susan, the T-Rex.
It's
She was
Sue.
ginormous.
It's Sue.
it's just
Not
Sue.
I like Susan.
No, it's
Okay.
Sue.
That's-
Because that's the chick's name that found that.
I'm gonna keep calling her Susan.
Alright.
They also don't know what gender Sue was.
Yeah, that's why I said that. I almost said her. I was
Oh.
like that.
I like her. Her's fine.
It's so cool.
I keep calling her Susan. I can't stop.
Only like one rib is missing from the entire thing. The rest of it is just like purely found in the ground. But the head is in a separate enclosure, and if you look at it, there's a bunch of holes in it because they drill into it so often, and they have to have the head in a separate exhibit because they study it so often.
It was
They
really
need to-
cool.
Yeah.
It's so many dinosaur
Sue.
bones.
She's huge.
It's so many different dinosaur bones, and there was stuff that Like we didn't even get to see.
A lot of stuff. It's another giant museum.
Yeah.
So what's she gonna do? We didn't have enough time.
They're setting up like a giant event when we're leaving too.
I know, it's probably like some kind of foundation dinner or like people who donate dinner, something like that.
Yeah.
Could be.
It was cool though. What was you guys know my favorite exhibit, the photography. What was yours, Jake?
I really appreciated how the photography one was set up, but I think the underground was my favorite because it had a lot of detail.
A lot of work.
A lot of. Did you see like the water droplets that they did and everything? It was very interesting.
They had like little underground tunnels and everything.
Yeah, I do wish they had a person down there though. Let's get more people working in these places.
Well, was that the most interesting to you, or was it just the most?
Yeah, I would say it was the most interesting. Yeah, the way it was set up, because the temporary exhibits are like, they thrive on being minimalistic and they thrive on being like the subject matter being interesting, and this one was like could be grandiose because they had the space and they had the time to set it up for a long time.
And it's good with like kids and stuff too.
And there's plenty. The second space that we kind of walked through had a lot of information that was like more geared toward kids, so I liked that a lot. Into that.
Lizzy, your favorite exhibit of the field?
I mean, Sue was really cool, but I think that I would have to go with the mummies because, like, it's just so humbling to be in front of, like, somebody's whole life, like their bones, and they provided CT scans and everything, and I think that's really interesting, and I remember they provide like the diseases that these people had. One talked about tuberculosis and arteriosclerosis and stuff like that, and I just think that's extremely interesting. And you could see like the really detailed on the bones and everything, but it is just, I don't know, there was a really respectful vibe about it, and it was just incredibly interesting, and to be around so many, I don't know, dead people. Without that sounding like really weird.
Isn't that weird? We saw a bunch of dead
We
people.
did see a bunch of dead people. It's pretty crazy.
Just like bundles of bones.
It doesn't even connect with you that like these were people though, because they died so long ago. You're looking at it and you're not thinking, oh, this was a person. You're thinking, oh, this is a mummy.
Yeah.
Over 1,000 years. That's crazy.
Like the more you go through it, definitely when you see the first one, you're like, whoa, this is like a mummy. That's crazy. But like there were so many of them that as you go along, you're like, whoa, these are people. Especially once the kids. The kids really tug at you. It's
they
like,
had those
wow.
recreations that were pretty crazy.
Those were cool.
Or that one that was like wrapped up and you could see like the skin stretched over the skull and some of the skull was exposed. She was missing a foot.
There was one where you could see like the entire like foot and feet and the whole leg up into the pelvis, and it's just like, wow.
And they had those skulls where they talked about like
They
how-
did
how
facial
they shaped-
recreation too, really detailed.
yeah. How they reshaped the skulls, like different tribes. That was pretty crazy.
Just to be a part of the community.
Yeah.
It's pretty
It's weird.
insane. Yeah.
What was your favorite? I'm sure.
I really like the photography as well, and Sue. It's hard to pick because dinosaurs are my life. I took photos where I was wearing dinosaur socks just for the occasion. It was good.
Portrait mode on the dinosaur socks.
It's cool. It's a good museum. Did you guys prefer the Shed Aquarium or the Field Museum?
I don't know if I can pick.
Field Museum. I wish I could. I would rather go back to the
They're
Field
like
Museum.
different, but I feel like it's good that they're by each other. They complement each other well, if that makes sense. I don't know. Because if you had two museums by each other, it's like, but there's one that's like, oh, aquatic life and fish, zoo type thing, and then that. And it's not like a normal museum. Everything felt like super interesting and very visually stimulating and all that stuff. There's something for everyone in both places.
I'd have to go back to both. Just because the aquarium would be way better if it wasn't so busy. Like if we could take our time and like see things.
Yeah.
Because there's some stuff
Saturdays
we just passed by because it's so busy.
Yeah.
But the Field Museum also, I would love to take more time to look at stuff.
Yeah, I definitely would.
So after that, we got an Uber because it's super cold outside.
Bad. So cold.
And we were so close to the lake too. That
Yeah.
didn't help.
It was really windy.
They call it the Windy City for a reason, folks.
Windy app.
Ripped my hair. It never was the same.
And we went to this place called Exchequer.
X-check.
What?
X-check.
Exchequer?
Yeah.
Al Capone's
I thought it was
place.
or I don't know. It was pretty cool. It was an American style food. Had
You guys all got pizza.
we got Chicago
It was
style
deep dish.
pizza
It wasn't
again.
Chicago style.
That is what
That is Chicago style.
No, it didn't have the sauce on top.
That's just a version of Chicago. It was.
I got a burger.
We're not gonna talk
I
about
got
Al Capone.
I got a burger.
They had like the escape tunnel in there. The escape tunnel was class with the entrance.
Allegedly.
Still, like, there.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was super
Allegedly.
cool. And we just randomly picked that place.
It's true. Allegedly, way before it was called Exchequer, Al Capone went there.
No, it was still called that.
No.
It was whatever it was called.
It was a speakeasy.
Yeah, it was a speakeasy.
No, it had like the versions of all the different signs, and it was always called that.
That was even no.
No,
That was it became this place in like the 1960s. Al Capone was in the 20s.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
it was the same building though.
Same building. But it had a
It's
lot
crazy,
of
though.
cool like art on the or like not art but like old like
There was an old newspaper
Photos
article
and
from
stuff.
when, what was it, World War II ended.
I think so yeah.
Yeah.
And it had
Or
like
was it- I think it was one. I think they called one the Great War.
Yeah.
yeah, might have been one. And they had the cool like posters of the Rat Pack with like
Frank Sinatra.
Sinatra.
Jimmy.
Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin,
yeah, D.
Frank
Martin.
Bishop, and that other guy,
Yeah.
Lofton or whatever.
So it was really cool. I really enjoyed my pizza. I don't know about you guys.
Leftovers, smuggled or leftovers.
Did you guys like that pizza better than the other one we went to?
Mm.
Yeah. I
Again,
did.
still don't remember. It's
Just because it
Gio's.
had my topping.
Giordano's.
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 I don't know. I feel like I liked so I got the same toppings at both places. I feel like the toppings, like, in general, like, tasted fresher from here, but the sauce at Giordano's, the sauce, man, was good.
There's more of it. They skipped on the sauce a little bit.
Pizza party.
How good was your burger? On a scale of 1 to 10, how was that beef?
The beef,
The beef.
7.
It's all about the beef.
Beef was okay. It was overcooked.
Okay, how was it as a whole?
It was pretty well put together. 7.
7.
Yeah.
With them waffle fries though.
Waffle fries are good. They're addicting.
They
I
are.
kept eating them
They're really
motherfuckers.
good.
They had some good-ass sauce to dunk in.
Oh yeah, they have that sauce. Solid.
It was like Chick-fil-A sauce.
So far our food
Like
experience in Chicago.
Chick-fil-gay.
It's been nothing but good.
No, anti-gay sauce.
No, you call it Chick-fil-gay, they get pissed off. Not gay.
My friend is gay and works at Chick-fil-A.
So who's
Poor,
get
poor
fucked?
soul.
Is he trying to take him down from the inside?
Well,
Could
I don't
be.
really know what she's up to.
You never know.
And then after that we did, I think one of the high points of the trip.
I gotta pee first.
Okay, we can't talk about it without Jake.
Dad. Well, we didn't meet him. We saw Jake's dad.
We met Jake's dad.
I feel like I'm
Again, we didn't meet him, we saw him. Sorry.
Jake,
I'm
tell
sure
us about your father.
Tell us about your
My
father.
dad's name is James Richard Chironi. He was born January 1st, 1971 in St. Louis, Missouri.
But tell us about your real dad, Jake.
Oh, my real dad's name is Alan Menken. He's my favorite composer of all time. He's done.
He has like more words than anyone else on the planet.
He's
Anyone ever.
he's my dad.
Tell us what movies has he composed for?
He did Beauty and the Beast. He did Little Mermaid. He did Aladdin. He did
Hercules.
Hercules. He did Pocahontas.
Enchanted.
He did Enchanted. He did Little Shop of Horrors. He did
Newsies. Although
Newsies.
Newsies was kind of a low point in his career.
he did a lot of
Low
music.
point than a higher point.
Did a lot of music, and
So a lot of really
it was
amazing music.
very special.
Tangled too.
Tangled too.
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas said that. Yep, it was amazing. He told about basically he broke it up of it. He told the story of his career, and then as the music was like in chronological order is when he did them.
Yeah.
It was very awesome.
Right.
Oh yeah, I don't cry, but if I did, I would have done that 12 times during the show. It was good, man.
It was really
So
good.
happy
So
that we got to see it.
And we didn't even say, we just literally found it in an ad at Hamilton. Like,
Mhm.
Jake found it in the ad at
And
Hamilton.
bought the tickets this
Hamilton
morning.
needs
Yeah,
to all go
and we went,
play.
and we just went to it.
Thank you, Lynn.
Basically, it was like
Thank you, Lynn.
I was basically found it, and I was like, guys, please,
Basically, if we wouldn't have gone, Jake would have never talked to any of us ever again.
guys, please, it's my dad.
It was really sad
We love Disney.
because his parents just died.
Oh yeah, his mom died 6 days ago. No, last Saturday.
A week ago.
1 week ago.
And his dad died 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, his dad died 6
That's-
weeks ago, and it was really sad. And he performed a song for his parents.
Mhm.
He said they're there.
It was. I remember that song when I went to see Aladdin the musical because I was like, what the heck? This wasn't in the movie, but it was where Aladdin was talking about how he's going to make his mom proud. And Alan was all like, man, I hope my mom's here and stuff. And it was
Because she
just,
never got to see one of his shows.
Yeah, it was so cute.
But we did.
Yeah.
Direct, Miss Mencken.
She's dead!
Grandma.
Alright, with that, we're gonna start wrapping it up here. We still have one more day. We're gonna go to...
What's your musical pick this week?
No, fuck you, Jake. We'll do that later.
Mine's Alan Mencken.
Fuck you, Jake.
And the song is You Got a Friend in Me.
Here's
the
a picture
color.
of Lynn and American football.
Okay, we still have one more day. We're in Chicago. We're gonna go get breakfast at some place,
Right now, we're gonna get breakfast.
and
Okay, let's go.
and then we're gonna go. What's the museum we're still going to?
Fucking
Science and industry.
art.
Science and industry.
Science and Industry Museum. We're not gonna do any more podcasts after this, so sorry. We love you, Ethan, and
and Joseph.
Joseph, and we'll there'll be another part after this.